Hey guys, it's Jeff, and in today's video, we are tackling my patio door. That's right, you can order and install your own patio door. I'm going to show you every step that goes along with that and how to replace and repair all the damage that you can expect to find underneath your door. Know the end from the beginning, and you can install your own patio door all by yourself and save a ton of money. So, first thing is first, I'm going to just cut all the nails. If you're going to be replacing your patio door, let me just tell you a secret that'll save you a ton of money right away. There is such a thing as a standard size door. So when you're contacting your door manufacturer or your window company, make sure that you ask them, what is the standard sizes that are available? And then build to those sizes. So if I bought an 84 by 84, it would be about 5,000 bucks. But because I bought 82.5 by 81.5, I saved about 3 grand. We're looking at here is the original door frame, okay? And then it's caulked on. In order to get this door out, we gotta cut into this caulking and release it. Whew. See if we can get this thing to move now. I feel like if you can get in behind this top corner over here, Matt, on your side, I think I just broke the seal. Okay, now, so now what we wanna do, we want to both sides at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Done at the same time.
Yep. All right. Now, that's the rim joist, and that's my subfloor. That's wet, and that's dry. That is just gray, moldy rim joist. We're going to reframe, knowing that down the road, when we go to change this door out, we're going to have to change out some of the subfloor, and we're gonna have to change out the rim joist, but I can't do all that today because I gotta move the deck for that too. Before we mess with the structure, we need a temporary wall. All right, I'm just throwing in a couple of screws, okay? Just so it doesn't slide around on me. Now it's as easy as cutting out all the old framing. Lack of waterproofing on that joint. If you can get in here, find all the nails that are stuck down through the top and just release it. Yeah, it's all just coming down. Okay, so here's what we're building. This is R3, 1/2 inch thickness. It goes in the middle. Okay, 4 nails is good. Every 12 inches is ideal. Up and away. Okay. There we go.
So come all the way to me?
No. Nope, that's fine, Matt. You're just putting in a jack for now. Let's get this side in now. There we go. Now we're lifting it. There we go. We need 2 more at this height. No, buddy, why is that so much heavier this time? The only thing left to do now is we're gonna tape the house wrap to the door, and then we're gonna fill this cavity up with some mineral wool insulation. But now we have a functioning door. I'm gonna show you my system to get this 400-pound patio door into that hole. Now the door, 7 feet wide. So if we have 12 inches extended each side, we are golden. Okay. Getting all this stuck together here real good here. All right, so now we got this thing. That's not terrible.
Ready? 1, 2, up. All right.
There you go. You got a root behind you, Matt.
Okay, I'm good to go on the 2x6 here, Rick.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can lean it back onto that 2x4.
Okay. We're not touching anything,
We're not touching
which is
the
good.
glass package. Okay, good.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2. Oh, that's not that bad. That is not that bad.
Okay. We're only looking to get about 1 inch or so on.
I'm up.
Keep going.
Okay, Rick's up.
Okay. Yeah. Up
Okay,
and out
ready?
a little bit,
3,
guys.
2, up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
We're on.
All right, cool. I'm running
Okay,
up,
I got it.
and let's just get it onto the scaffold here.
Okay.
Okay, ready? I'm good. 3, 2. All right.
Good.
Now, There we go.
All right, we're
cool.
up.
Now we walk it right to the wall. Dad,
This,
that's
Okay, Maddie, and then lean till it feels like it wants to go.
that's
Yeah.
it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Cool.
Okay, done
All
and
right.
done.
All right, cool.
Thanks, boys.
No worries.
It's good to have neighbors.
Hell yeah.
That was a lot easier with you here. That was good.
What we're gonna do is we're going to keep the door open and we're gonna cut the bottom plate right clean through, metal and wood, top and bottom, and then we can isolate the framing on one side of the door at a time for removal. That gives us the ability to have a lot more control and reduce the workload down to smaller sections so you can manage it yourself. Remember, usually these doors get installed from inside the house, but because we bought oversized, we could not get it through our front door. We had to install it from outside of the building, which is why we're set up on scaffolding, just so you're aware. Okay, we come apart in 3 pieces probably. There we go. Beautiful. There you go. Okay, so let's just address a couple things. First of all, the floor has been opened up already. Now this is the inside of the house, and this is the subfloor that is underneath the door. This subfloor, yeah, it is really quite rotten. Here we are. This is just to create some new, fresh, dry wood where the old rot was. And what you're looking for is you're looking for joists. So you can put in your nails. Just some 1¼ screws is fine. The door is going to sit on it. It's going to hold it in place pretty much all by itself. Now I got my galvanized nails. I am tying all of my old and my new together. Done. Now, because of our ledger board for our deck, we have to leave this exposed. No big deal. But in the meantime, we're going to go and install the door now. Here's the star of the show. That's flex wrap. Okay, go to your center line and drop it down. Have about 2 feet longer than the hole. Peel back the tape. Start on one side and work your way across. There you go. Push that corner nice and tight. Okay. So this is a pressure sensitive, activated adhesive. All right, so as soon as you roll it, like put your muscle into it, it'll activate that so that it won't be bubbling back off. That's why you don't need primer with this. Well played.
Like you're diving into a pool.
That's it. And you just keep stretching it. That's it. And then there you go. That's really well played. Now, one of the things we're gonna have to contend with, guys, is we have this weatherproofing system here, and it's gonna have wrinkles. Now, I'm sitting here looking down at the level. It's showing pretty damn level. The question is, from outside, can you see any air gaps? Just over here. And I can get a shim underneath there. The same over here, or are we okay? Yeah, I have a huge gap. So what we want to do now is remove this and intentionally shim every one of these joists and the corners, and then just tap them to perfectly level. Starting with a shim base means that we can bring it back to perfect. Okay, so that's all good. We're making contact here.
And we're level? Yeah.
Yeah, now we're gonna take the brad nailer, fire a brad nail in each one of those so they don't slide around. Okay. Now we gotta go lift this into place. All right, now we're relatively in place. It's always easier to set it in from inside. Here, come on in. Here we go. There we go.
You want to lay it on the ground almost?
Almost.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going here? No. Now, work your way around your side. We get our one hand below the midpoint.
Yeah,
and then we can
I'm good.
lift it like that.
Oh, yeah. Now, we did have a shim come off over there, but
We can fix it in a second. It's okay.
okay, straight up.
Yep. And in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, somebody has to be in charge of not letting go. Because it could fall out.
Okay.
We're going to open the door again so we have access. No pinching. Okay, good.
It slides really easily, which is good news.
Yeah, it is. It
Okay.
also opens up a fair amount up there. Okay, so. Little piece of 1x4 goes a long way. We do it together because it's pivoting. Go. Now the first thing I want to do before I go any further with this is I want to kind of glue the bottom of the door in place, okay? So with this gun, you can actually just open up the tip a little bit, and now watch the control that I have here. That's too much. I'm going to dial back. That's about perfect. Okay, and so I just start underneath, and I just run it. And that'll glue this door in place in about 5 minutes. And air seal the bottom, okay? This jamb, if you can see the gap up here and the gap in the bottom, needs to be set somewhere like that so the gap is consistent so that it'll actually close properly, all right? The way we're gonna set that up is we're gonna use our laser level, and we're gonna drop a line at the edge of this plastic right here on the door, right here in this gap. I want it to be very consistent. Let's throw it on the bottom in that gap. Now, what this is doing is it's showing us that our door is a little bit out of square. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, because I know I'm level, is get this thing squared off. I'm going to start over here with a series of shims. Here we go. And Matt, can you tell me when my green line is exactly in the middle of the gap on that trim?
Right there.
I've got the door squared. I push the top left corner, the top right corner is now squared. So what I want to do is, again, with these shims, and always alternating, thick, skinny, okay? We're going to get right down near the bottom here, and we can push the thick ones in. Now that we've got a little bit of adhesive underneath this door, it's not going to be sliding around as easy. Okay? What we want to do is screw this jamb so that the gap is perfect. Okay? Nice, eh? This is tricky. So, what we have here are some number 10 by 3.5s, all right? These screws are long enough to penetrate through the door jamb and all the way into about 1 inch into the lumber. And then I can use that to depth set. All right? And you're like, oh, but Jeff, that's going to look so ugly. Nobody wants to see screw heads in their door. Ba-da-bum. You're looking for what's called a snap back and a snap cap. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be very intentional here. Every 16 inches, I'm going to put another one of these screws, okay? So, right on that little groove, okay? Here. That's right in the middle of the trim, okay? Now, the goal is to get that line right in that groove. Bam, that's done. So now we shim it. Yeah, and if we just put all of the thick ones in. Okay, so now, all right, so we can grab these loose shims on both sides and then pull them aside. All right, so now I'm gonna just hold on to this from the other side here, back up my screw, lift up my shims, drive the screw through the shims. And we're right where we want to be, okay? We take this little white plastic cap, we snap it on. Now I'll have exactly the same bump every 16 inches. Here we go, another group of 6, loving it. Is our gap consistent enough here to pull this off? Yeah, so we'll just push the fat parts in and pull the skinny ones out. Now, here's the one thing about cedar shims that you need to know. When you have it locked, we have the right depth. If all you do is just pull them and push them until you get the right depth, when you do drive the screw, it will compress. So the next thing you want to do is literally push this in nice and flush until you're a little bit out of level, and then let the screw drive it home and compress everything. Okay, next bundle. And you can hear it like literally snap. Okay, now, the way that we cut these off, there's two options. One is a knife, one is a multi-tool. You're gonna find the knife is a lot faster and a lot easier. Those multi-tools, although they look really kind of cute in the videos, they are brutal for being efficient. This is so much faster. Aren't gonna risk damaging the face of the door. Always put the knife away before you go and pull a shim. Okay? There's no way the multi-tool does it that fast. Look at that action on that door. One
Silky
finger.
smooth.
One finger, baby. As you can tell, we have an exceptional gap along the top. Like I mentioned, we framed this for 84 inch and we only have what, 81? So we need to remove like 3 inches. We put in one 2x4. We weren't sure how much we were gonna have to do for leveling on the bottom. Obviously, we still have lots of room. We're still at 2 inches. So we're gonna shove this in as a filler, because if I use that much spray foam to fill it, I can get away with it. But the problem is on the outside, my drip cap, I wanna have a nailing surface for it, right? And so if I don't fill this gap, I won't have a nailing surface for my trims. Okay.
I'm shimming under the 2x4.
Yes, sir. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go in reverse, change the direction. Leave room for my head to clear my trim. And then nice and pressure here so I don't slip off. Okay. So I'm right on the trim line there. I'm right on the trim line here. And I am sagging in the middle. Okay, perfect time. So now we're going to grab a couple shims and we're going to give this a lift. Now the reason we can get away with this, if you check the top of the door, there's a U-channel here. Okay, so we've got room for a little bit of a cap screw. Now that's what I want. Okay, and now we can back the screw out. Line that up. Drive her home. Okay. Whew, that's done. This particular door, it comes with a bonus. This is a plastic snap-in trim, okay? The idea is it fits over your track and it covers all your screw holes up. Gives you a nice clean look. All right, so in this particular section, we don't need to use the snap back and the snap cap. We can just drive screws all day long. You see that? Now this side isn't holding any locking mechanisms. It's a lot easier to work with. We don't need to add 400 screws. We will get this snap installed right now though. We no longer need braces. We're at that point in this production. Don't worry about filling the cavity 100%. 90% is fine. And if you're on the wrong side of the tie back, just keep on trucking. It'll fold it out for you. Now I want to get a little bit of more foam on this side just to make sure she's nice and sealed before I tape this up. And I also got to get on my belly here because we have about a 1/8 inch gap. Now I've got to get a nice airtight water seal here. So I'm going to introduce you to Blueskin. This is a butyl tape. We'll start here. And then I'll just push this tape and recess it behind the trim. This is a little easier to work with than I thought. I thought it was going to put up a really big fight, but it's not that bad. There we go. Okay. Like it. Keep that out of the way from our vinyl siding as we put on. There we go. All right. That's a good look. Now the goal after we get the tape on is to be able to put this here all the way up. Okay, and then we are going to be caulking this gap with our Flextra, which is the same color as this product. All right, so 2 inches overlap. It's really nice and warm today, so we won't need to use the spray prep, okay? This is generally used when you get colder weather climates or if you're doing this on masonry. All right, so you need to use the primer in those environments, but for us, it's not an issue. Beauty, flashing. Okay. Whew. All right, when you're trimming out a door or window that does not have a brick mold, we want to start with the J trim. We want to start at the bottom. Whenever you're trimming out a doormat, you want to take the 3/4 to 1 inch of the notch and you want to get rid of it on the bottom. We just want to create a place where the water can freely run without getting stopped up. And I'm going to stick that underneath and then over, nice and tight in there. Easy with the hammer, multiple swings, don't hit the trim. All that work goes into making it perfect. The last thing you want to do is break it. There we go, Maddie. I guess in summation, guys, installing a door like this, there's a couple of real major keys you really want to drive home. Level, plumb, square, not just this way, but this way. Try your best to follow the house, and if the house is out of square, make sure your door is operating. If you want to make it flush for the inside to finish your trim, that's pretty normal, all right? Remember, your thermal seal around here is not as important as your moisture, okay? Doors leak already. So it's already compromised your structure by putting a door here. No big deal. So if your thermal is compromised in order to get a good water-based seal or in order to make it all square, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right? Give yourself permission to go, okay, my ground's perfectly level. There's no sense shimming and foaming. Just put it right on the floor and be done with it. That works fine. If you have to sacrifice anything in this scenario, sacrifice your thermal, not your water resistance, not your waterproofing, and not your functionality of the door. All right? Because at the end of the day, you bought a door so you could open it and close it. And if that doesn't work, it doesn't matter how thermally sound it is and how waterproofed it is. Yeah, I mean, if you can't use it. Oh, guys, and make sure, like this video if you like learning about how you can change your own facade on your home and make a ton of money. Doors and windows and trims, if you buy and install yourself, are probably over 300% return on investment. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Cheers.